New year means more Dokkan, which means more accessories, which means we're gonna have to spend more money! Yay! Ugh. Although we're gonna have to spend money to pull these accessories, there are some pretty hype characters that could be coming to the world of Dokkan Battle in 2018, and specifically talking about Dragon Ball hero characters. Now, it is a shame that it looks like hero characters won't become the global. That isn't confirmed, but based off of Global Dokkan's track record, not releasing the adult Super Saiyan Gotenks, not releasing the fusion between Boo and Bibbidi, or Bobbidi, not releasing cards like the Jinimbu, it appears to be JP exclusive for the time being, so any up and coming cards that will be released will still be JP exclusive until they decide to handle the licensings or whatever issue there is that holding them back. So that's unfortunate, but we do get to enjoy them. Thus, the majority of us who do play JP, we can enjoy the characters when they do eventually come to the game. We're going to be talking about the top 5 characters from Dragon Ball Heroes that could be coming to Dokkan Battle in 2018, so let's get into it. Number 5. The first character I'm going to mention that could possibly come into the world of Dokkan Battle in 2018 is going to be Gohunks, the fusion between Gohan and Trunks. Now, there are 2 variations of this character, Gohunks, being the present day version, also the future Gohunks. So there's actually 2 Gohunks, present day Gohunks and future Gohunks. The future Gohunks is formed by future Gohan and future Trunks. They fuse together to form Gohunks, but this one has a slash between his eye, you know, because future Gohan had that cut between his eye. The present day one does not have that slash, so there are 2 variations of him, but pretty much the same character. As being the result of Gohan and future Trunks fusing, Gohunks Zeno acts appropriate in battle, unlike Gotenks as an adult. So if you know anything about Gotenks when he does fight, he's a bit childish, he does play around. Gohanks not about life. Gohanks is very serious. Gohunks is very serious. He does take the matter seriously when it comes to battle, and I would love to see the character in Dokkan Battle because I feel like he will be such an amazing character, probably in a busted passive, probably a very decent leader ability. So when is it going to come Bandai? When? Let me know. I don't even know, but I hope to see you very soon. Number 4. Here we have Super Mira. Now, we actually have a Mira in the game that is also on the global version of Dokkan Battle, but he does not have a Dokkan Awakening, and he's just not the greatest card in the world. I mean, he was when he first dropped, but these days he's not that amazing. But specifically talking about Super Mira, now Super Mira has an appearance like a Super Saiyan transformation because hair is spiked up. He does obtain, it looks like, Broly-esque muscle, not to the extreme mass of Broly, but he does get a bit of a physical buff when he does go into his Super Mira form. Now, it is said that Super Mira is more relative to Super Saiyan Future Trunks and Xeno Bardock in terms of strength, so that doesn't make him exactly powerful because it's said that Super Saiyan Future Trunks is around when it was around the Future Cell Saga, so that version of Trunks, which is in the strongest version of Trunks. So the fact that that version of Trunks was able to overwhelm Super Mira, it doesn't really say that he is particularly strong, but we know that Dokkan Battle doesn't really take the scaling of these characters from the actual anime or any Dragon Ball continuity into the game and give them, you know, abilities that's going to be according. So they could make him busted, they could make him a support unit, they could make him whatever you want, but I feel like getting him in the game eventually would be fire, and they could actually, I'm not sure if they could actually Dokkan Awaken the physical one, because he is on global as well, and I'm not sure what the licensing is with Super Mira compared to just regular base Mira, but I feel this character could potentially come because we haven't had anything Xenoverse or Hero, well, more so Xenoverse. This isn't Xenoverse, but we haven't had any like Dokkan Awakening for the characters, the original Towa, the current Mira. They're still in their regular form, so I feel like a type of upgrade for them is appropriate. So that's my number 4 pick. Moving on to number 3. And number 3, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Yep, he actually does exist in the Dragon Ball Heroes continuity. And this one's actually pretty interesting because it's weird to see Gohan as a Super Saiyan 4, because Super Saiyan 4 is a form that really didn't dive too deep into because it was at the end of GT, and no one really liked GT that much compared to the original Dragon Ball Z series. But you know, he does exist in Dragon Ball Heroes, so he could potentially come in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle JP. It is said that Gohan actually went into the wilderness to obtain Super Saiyan 4, and after he took the form, Goku and Vegeta both sense his power and head over to confront him in their own Super Saiyan 4s. Upon meeting Gohan, Goku was shocked as to how Gohan was able to manage to obtain the form. At that very same point, the Dark Portal opened, releasing Super 17 and Toa came up, Darkness Toa, she also showed up as well. She actually fused Android 18 and Super 17 into what is now Super 17, Android 18 absorbed, and at a point Gohan went Super Saiyan 4 for the very first time that we've seen. So it does exist, it is a thing. We do have a little bit of cinematic production of him actually going Super Saiyan 4 from Dragon Ball Heroes. But I would love to see this in the actual game because I love Gohan. I'm a fan about Gohan. I'm all about Gohan. And I think it'll be fire to actually get him in Super Saiyan 4 form. That'll be amazing. Number 2. So speaking of Super Saiyan 4, we actually have another Super Saiyan 4, and this is actually Super Saiyan 4 Broly. It's actually unsure as to how Broly got his Super Saiyan 4 form, but it said that he merged with the 7-star Dragon Ball to then become Super Saiyan 4 full power. So there's regular Super Saiyan, then there's Broly version of Super Saiyan, which is considered Super Saiyan 4 full power. So Broly is considered to be the best user of the Super Saiyan 4 form in the Dragon Ball Heroes continuity. He's also possessed while being a Super Saiyan 4. He's also... There's a Super Saiyan 4 Broly full power, and then a Super Saiyan 4 Broly Time Breaker Mass, which is like, there's versions of him, I guess. So they technically could release like 2 Brolys, like him in his Super Saiyan 4 form, and then Super Saiyan 4 Time Breaker. Having Super Saiyan 4 Broly is already wacky enough, but having Super Saiyan 4 Time Breaker Broly is just... that is insane, man. But I'd love to see that. Probably like a dual Dokkan Fest of Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Please, that'd be a thing. I think that'd be fire. Obviously, that wouldn't really, you know, pan out too well because, you know, global. I'm just saying, man. But JP will love it. I'm gonna take it for JPA. Number 1. And probably the most hyped character that I could possibly think of coming from the Dragon Ball Heroes continuity that could be coming to the Japanese version of Dokkan Battle is Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. Yes, he actually exists in Dragon Ball Heroes. He is actually a thing over there. It is said that Vegito appeared briefly in the game assisting Beat and Note against Babidi in his forces against Majin Buu. He fights against Majin Janemba before getting absorbed by Super Buu. He defuses inside Buu's body, so Goku and Vegeta resorts to Gogeta instead. He later reappears when Cell Supreme Kai, Beat, Note, Vegeta, and Goku fights Kid Buu in the Sacred World of the Kais. When Kid Buu absorbs Cell Supreme Kai, Goku and Vegeta fuse into Vegito once more, transforming into Super Saiyan 3. This is actually a thing. I love the Super Saiyan 3 form. If you guys know me, Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form. I just love the look of it. I love the fact that it's a very hard form to maintain. And I just love the scene of Goku first going in Super Saiyan 3 fighting against Majin Buu. That is just ingrained in my head as one of the best transformations of all time. So I love Super Saiyan 3. And having Super Saiyan 3 on one of my favorite characters would be just absolutely amazing. I would go thousands of stones deep for this man. And I don't even care if it's JP exclusive. I would summon on him. I would rainbow him. I would definitely 100% him. So that's my pick, guys, for the top 5 characters that could be coming to the JP version Dokkan Battle. Once again, it doesn't look like Global will be getting the hero characters, but never say never, Justin Bieber. Never say never, guys. It could be a thing to where they eventually sort out the issues, whatever the issues are. I don't know if it's licensing. I don't know whatever. I don't know what the actual reason is why they don't release the characters over to Global, but they could eventually sort out to where we do get these characters and we can enjoy characters like Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Darkness Toa. We could eventually get the characters. We could eventually see a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito possibly on Global, but if not, then he will be there to enjoy on JP if and when he eventually does come, because I feel like they will eventually have to release the cards because they're so hyped, they're so interesting, they're so fascinating. I don't know why they would not release the characters, so I feel like they are in the future for us. This year, I would hope so. 2018 is a lot of days, a lot of months, a lot of weeks, a lot of seconds, so there's a lot of time for them to release all the characters, and I feel like these characters could be one of those characters they release in 2018. So that's a pick, guys. If you do have your own pick of characters you like to see released, or you think could be released from any continuity, it could be Dragon Ball Heroes, it could be Xenoverse, whatever you feel like is appropriate and what you feel like you'll be excited for, leave your top 5 list down below. I'll pin the best one to the top, so whoever has the best top 5 list, I'll leave it there for the entirety of this video. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like, share, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, make it a thing. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.